What is going on, everybody? The original Mako back with our second character showcase for the DLC. But before we get into that, be sure you check the links down below. As always, if you want to see me play this new DLC live, you can check out the Twitch link down below. And if you want to help support the channel a little bit extra, check out that member link as well, where you can become a member and get some fun perks and tiers of, there's 4 different tiers. As you can see, we have a few members of YouTube right now, and I really appreciate their extra support. It means a lot to me. So if you want to become a member, check that link. I'd greatly appreciate it. Help support the channel way more than you know. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and hop into our second character showcase, which will be done exactly like the first one. We're going to talk about everything this character has to offer and then run through the entire first area playing this character. I have not read anything, looked at anything, so I'm going to be just giving my thoughts straight up here. First of all, Zing Zay, to be honest, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. A lot of shield, pretty beefy and somewhat quick. Let's compare it to 75, 115, 85, 135. Okay, I just lied. He's not beefy at all. 5.5 speed is pretty quick. Second fastest here. Maybe not as beefy as I thought. Anyways, let's go ahead and read his abilities, shall we? So the E ability, the big bad boy, the ult, has a 12-second cooldown. You pull out a hair and blow it to the enemy. Doesn't sound great so far. When it lands on the enemy, summon a clone that performs Cudgel. I don't know. It hits up to 4 times to enemies within 10 meters. Every hit deals weapon damage based on the held weapon. Interesting, fun note there. Soul Strike has additional effects based on the weapon type. Each enemy can be struck by this ability once in a single Soul Strike. So when it lands on an enemy, you summon a clone that hits up to 4 times within enemies that are within 2 enemies within 10 meters. And it deals weapon damage based on the weapon you're holding, and it can have additional effects based on the weapon type, which is very interesting. We'll have to see what those different effects are. And then his Q, Essence Chain. Draw out Soul Essence from your bracelet, dealing 1,050 damage up to 4 enemies, reducing their movement speed by 90%. Oh, only for a very, very short time, but still. And extracting their souls to enhance your own weapon, plus 2 temporary weapon levels for 6 seconds. That is really cool. I'm gonna be honest, I like that a lot. Getting buffs to enhance your own weapons and then using those enhanced weapons to deal additional damage with your Soul Strike. There's a lot of tech here, a lot of keeping track of stuff and higher skill ceiling stuff going on. So let's take a look at the tree. So Heaven Armory, for every 50 enemy kills, a special ammo weapon will drop. Interesting. Okay. Indestructible Spell, plus 15 max HP and max shield. For every 10% shield lost, you increase your shield recovery speed by 10%. Enhanced Artifact, plus 200 Essence Chain base damage, Pog. Proficient Trick, plus 50% Soul Strike damage, Pog. And then Steady Stance. Upon taking lethal damage from an enemy, health is fixed at 1. Become immune to damage for 1 second and perform a Cudgel. I'm just going to call it a Cudgel. Please correct me in the comments. Cudgel hit, dealing 200% damage to that enemy. If the enemy is killed, you recover your shield, all of your shield. Is there... So... there has to either be a cooldown on this, or no, there has to just be a cooldown on this. I don't know what that cooldown is, but you have built-in extra revive, which is pretty cool. Let's head on over to the tree, shall we? So we have Enhanced Soul Strike Tree, Enhanced Essence Chain Tree, and Enhanced Firearm Tree. So let's start with the Firearm Tree, because I feel like that's... Although Firearm directly affects Soul Strike, so it's kind of like a double Soul Strike here, if you don't... Anyway, we'll go left to right. Fuck it. So Raging Waves. Increase the range of Soul Strike and the number of Cudgel hits. The Cudgel hit seems like the important part of this. I don't know what that means or what that is, but that seems like the good part. So, also a little bit of cooldown reduction, which is nice. Turn into reality, just straight up increase the damage, Pog. Enemies can be struck by Kujal multiple times in a single soul strike. That seems very good. Being able to hit the same enemy multiple times seems like a very good thing to have. There's a chance that the Kujal will cause a crit. That's pretty good. Crits pop off. And then every level of the held weapon increases crit hit chance. Once again, a little bit of buff with the Essence Chain, increasing your level damage. Using this, you get a lot of extra little benefits there. Reversed. Each time you defeat an enemy, the cooldown of Soul Strike is reduced. Great. When performing Soul Strike, the first Kujal hit will deal 150% damage. If the enemy is defeated by this hit, the next one will also deal 150% damage. That's pretty cool. I like that. I also like the icon for it. My man is getting absolutely penetrated, and who doesn't love good penetration? I know I do. Okay, so the Essence Hunt chain, or the enhanced Essence Chain tree. Shattered Soul, increase the base damage of Essence Chain, and at tier 3, you have a little bit of an extra chance to increase it a little extra. Rotation technique, increase the capacity and recover one use when Essence Chain or weapon deals a certain number of hits. Recover a use with 5 Essence Chain hits or 30 weapon hits, just total. So you'll recover use every time your weapon hits 30 times, or you... Well, that's pretty good, actually. At level 3, you're going to have Essence Chains out the wazoo. Strength Taker. Decreases damage from enemies affected by Essence Chain and increase your own skill damage and max shield. Pog. Damage reduction. And also buffing your skill damage and max shield. Once again, I can kind of see where this is going. You're gonna want to use an Essence Chain right before you use your soul strike. So if you use your Essence Chain and then soul strike, you're gonna increase your skill damage, which increases your soul strike damage. You're gonna increase your weapon level, which increases your soul strike damage, assuming you have the Strength Taker here, and you're gonna get a damage reduction. Fuck yeah. I like this one a lot. Next up, we have Constant Threat. When Essence Chain deals damage to the same enemy, plus 30% damage for each repeat. So if you're... it doesn't have a cap? If you have, like, plus 10 capacity and you can just keep spamming this on a boss, that's kind of fun, actually. That's a fun combo there. Extra Shackle. Increases max Essence Chain targets if the number of enemies hit by Essence Chain is lower than the maximum. Damage will increase for every target below. Interesting. So if you want to use this on a single enemy, then you're just going to get a buff to that, which is cool. And then Wombo Combo. Every time Essence Chain deals a certain number of hits, it will trigger a Soul Strike. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. Wombo Combo, you have a chance to trigger Soul Strike. I'm a fan. And then last up, we have the Enhanced Firearm Tree. Converged Flows. Upon killing enemies or dealing damage with Essence Chain, the next 5 shots consume no ammo. That's pretty decent, actually. If you want to use like a rocket, sniper, anything with low ammo, that's pretty good. Wild Hunt. Ancient Etching. An additional inscription is added to your weapon, which takes effect when the weapon is enhanced by Essence Chain. Okay. Holy shit, at level 3 it adds a legend? Is it a random one every time you Essence Chain is going to be my question, and something we'll have to figure out together. If it's a random one each time, this is a little bit... Actually, it's still pretty cool. I like that. I like that one a lot. Increases the... Concentrated Essence increases the temporary weapon level bonus and duration. Oh, baby. Plus 9 weapon levels at level 3 with an plus 6 seconds of duration, and for every enemy that is affected by Essence Chain, you get an additional weapon level? Oh, baby. That's kind of nuts. Shifting Stars increases lucky shot chance for the next shot. Refresh the cooldown upon defeating an enemy. That's super unexciting, I think. excuse me, or a protection. Increases max shield and reduces damage taken after killing an enemy. Up to 5 stacks, and you lose stacks when your shield breaks. So at tier 3, that would be 50% max shield and minus 45% damage taken. That's pretty good. That's pretty good damage reduction right there. And then total eradication. The lower the enemy's total HP, the higher damage you deal. Minimum of plus... Okay, tier 3 on that is kind of nuts. That'd be fun to use with a weapon that like scales in damage. Like the less ammo you have in the mag, the more damage you deal. What's the scroll I'm thinking of? Merciless combo with total eradication and an angelic aura. Sounds pretty fun. Okay, I really like what I'm seeing so far. Based on just this... Oh, wait. What the... Oh, this is showing the extra bonuses. Okay. So if you have a rifle weapon, you get plus 3 projectiles. If you have a sniper, you have 40% chance that the cudgel causes a crit hit and plus 60% total crit damage for it. If you're using a rocket, there's a 100% chance that it deals explosion damage. If you're using a melee weapon, there's plus 80% lucky shot chance for the first hit. And if you're using a pistol, every cudgel hit triggers an essence chain that only deals damage. Okay, you don't get the weapon buff. And then plus 100% damage for triggered essence chain. And everything else just gives you plus 500% base damage. Okay, cool. That was saying the bonuses for each weapon. So just based off of like reading everything, this seems like it's going to be a really fun character that has a relatively high skill ceiling, which is exciting. I'm a big fan. It seems like 2 very, very different characters have been added. So if you haven't seen my video on the Fox, go check that out. I'd very much appreciate it. But this seems like a very just explode, in your face, deal damage, unga boonga stomp type of character. Whereas this one seems much more technical, skilled, and exciting. I kind of think this character seems more exciting, which is not what I thought was going to happen. But let's go ahead and take a look at this character, shall we? Let's see some uniques. Plus 200% total bonus from Assaulter, Generalist, and Breacher talents. Both weapons equipped share their bonuses. I don't know those talents. It's probably pretty good, but now we get to see the other ones. Dimensional Strike, plus 1 Soul Strike use. I like it already. Plus 40% weapon damage for every cudgel hit performed, up to 10 stacks, and resets when taking damage from an enemy. That is up to a 400% weapon damage increase. Kind of nuts. Essence Drainer, plus 1 extra temporary weapon level for every enemy affected by it. For every weapon level of the current weapon, plus 40% essence chain damage. Holy shit, both of those seem kind of insane. I'll take the Dimensional Strike. We're going to pop off on our Soul Strike usage. Also, I like how it shows next to the Soul Strike, the E button, what weapon you're currently using. So you can kind of know what bonus you're going to get from it. Let's take the Pecker. And let's try this out. All right, let's see. So we'll start with the Q. Which now is a plus 2 for the Woodpecker. Nice. Why is it... Everything seems so loud. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it really does seem super loud. Maybe it's the environmental sound? I don't know. It just seemed really loud. Okay. So yeah, the damage isn't going to be anything nuts, but obviously... Whoops. We're not using any new weapons yet. They will be showcased at a separate time. Alright, let's... What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Also, we just saw that talent come into play. I would have died there if it wasn't for being on this character. Okay, I was a little bit confused. I think I need to I need to see this happen with more enemies in the area. So sure. That first hit did negative damage, Chief. Whoops. Like 300 damage on that? It's not a charge, is it? Hold on. Oh, that was it. I mean, the second hit did 3k, which is a little bit better, but... Oh, I guess it's probably because my weapon level is so low. Actually, that's... You know what? Yeah, come to think of it, it's probably because my weapon level is so low. So this seems like it's going to be something that just gets better as you go on in the run. But early game, I'll have to test this later. Once again, I'm only going through the first area. But, yeah. Woof. What the hell? It definitely seems like it's like a something that's going to get better as the run goes on. And also being able to like hit, okay, well that almost did 10k. Being able to hit like all these different enemies, and if you're able to hit the same enemy multiple times, that's going to be really, really good as well. Okay, I'm starting to figure it out a little bit better. So it can only do it up to 4 times originally, but there's always ways to increase that. Oh, I ran out of soul strikes, damn it. Hello. It also seems like it has a chance to lucky shot, which is interesting. So now it can lucky shot and potentially crit. Let's do concentrated essence. I kind of like that. Increase our weapon level a little bit more. Because fuck it, why not? Alright, this is kind of important. Etch, and we'll toss that on. Whoops. I'm trying to look at damage numbers. So the normal hits don't do a ton. But if you're lucky shotting or critting with it, it does good chunk of damage. Honestly, I kind of want to take the Angelic Aura. And, whoops. Couldn't see the damage numbers there. This thing is firing so fast. God damn. Okay, that literally hit one enemy. I mean, it did hit for 3k, but good lord. I am so like I don't even know how to describe my thoughts yet. I think it's gonna be. I mean, this thing's a +7 already right now, which is insane. I think it's going to be really, really good. I just think it needs time to develop in the run. Like, once again, this is all... These character showcases are me just giving first impressions, which is what I think a character showcase could be, but I am definitely going to have to dive deeper. So by the time we get to the tips for each character and the best builds for each character, I'll be able to, like, really give better thoughts. Also, didn't it say that the whip could affect multiple enemies? So, like... I'm assuming it doesn't... Yeah. I was about to say, I'm assuming it's not... It doesn't stack. Which it doesn't. Which makes sense. Can I spend money? No, I can etch though. Okay. I think once again, I really do think that this character, the one that we're using right now, is gonna have a slightly higher skill ceiling. I think it's gonna be harder to produce the same damage output that you get from the Fox, but I think it will be possible for sure. That's pretty tempting. Oh fuck, but that's also pretty cool. We can actually now test if it adds a different one every time. No, it doesn't. Okay, I see. So each weapon gets an additional one that will only be active when it's buffed. All right, look at us testing things in our showcase. Yeah, I was gonna say we should be lucky shotting out the wazoo now. That did negative damage. Hello. Oh, that was horrible timing. Fiery and robust is kind of rough. I did 7K. That's not too shabby. Doesn't matter though, because this enemy's a tank. What? I thought I timed that. Final Judgment. Hell yeah. I will take that every day of the week. Alright, last area. How much was that? I couldn't quite tell. Okay, ready? 4K on that one. Holy shit. Oh, it shows you what the extra buff would be too. That's really cool. I'm glad it shows you what the extra buff would be. That's super convenient. Or what? See, when it hits all of the enemies, like all 4 enemies, and it's a bunch of smaller enemies, this is really, really nice. But the problem is, you know, usually hitting those enemies, and if they're not smaller enemies, it's just not nearly as good. Yeah, that only did 1K. When it doesn't crit and doesn't doesn't crit and doesn't lucky shot, it is definitely a little subpar. Can we just stop spawning in ads, please? I guess not. This is just gonna be a slow grind. Fully recharge it. I mean, if you're doing like the Soul Striker or the whip off cooldown, you kind of just can have that extra buff on your weapon for what feels like the entirety of the run, really. Extra shackle seems pretty good, honestly. I feel like I'm hitting less than the maximum targets like every time. I guess Genesis. Alright, there's a lot of enemies in here. Let's see. See, once again, it does okay damage. I just want it to do kind of crazy damage. It's not bad, though. I don't know. I am still just... we're going to have to figure it all out when I'm grinding through it on stream later. Whoops. That's not where I wanted that. Oh my god. That is a cloning enemy. We'll probably try to deal with the cloning enemy last. Okay. See, it did. Does it decide? How does it decide which one to go to first? Seems like it's kind of random. All right, let's go check this yellow chest and then be on our way. Yeah. Oh. Damn. Rip. I'll take it, though. It's fine. Okay, what do we have here? Survey says, our last thing. See, I would have liked to see that in action a little more. Maybe we'll get the one that summons ads. Yep, we did. Perfect. So now we can kind of see if it'll... I mean, it should hit the boss twice. Advanced Poggers is good. Oh, I should have bought buns again. Once again, up our weapon level because... obviously, we scale with that. Oh, we don't have the range. Holy shit. This is on Reincarnation 8, mind you. I mean, it's plus 10, which is kind of ridiculous at this juncture. Yeah, so it does hit twice. So, okay. Oh. Right now, what it seems like is this character is... His abilities are just... honestly, it's just... It doesn't matter. You're not going to get to see me use it. It seems like it's just a buff. Like it's just to buff your weapons or buff how you play. That's pretty good. I think there is a really good way to make his skills do a lot of damage, but honestly, I think the biggest thing that this guy does is buff your weapons. I mean, this Angelic Ordo was plus 10. It was shredding, and the additional lucky shot chance was insane. I like this character a lot. I think this character is going to be super fun and exciting to mess around with, so... I don't know. I think it's going to be really interesting. But regardless, that's it for the showcase for this character. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Once again, if you don't want to miss any of the insane content coming out on this game, be sure to check the link down below, or be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you want to see me stream it, check out that Twitch link as well. So that being said, thank you guys. I appreciate the support. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know your thoughts on this character down below. As always, I love each and every one of your faces, and I will catch you all in the next video.